first match is always difficult. I think in last year's Guinness series, you saw the Australian game. The boys were, a bit slow out of the blocks, if you like, and but drawing from last year's performance against South Africa, they'll be very positive going into the game, believing they can win this game. You just don't know what to expect with South Africa on Saturday. They have a few injuries. They've struggled a little bit in the Tri-Nations, but I think the pressure they're under, they'll certainly come and try to get a result. I think their coach, De Villiers, is under a lot of pressure, and he gets himself into a lot of bother with what he says and stuff. And I think the pressure from South Africa, I think they need a result, South Africa, so they're quite dangerous then. But in saying that, I think if it's a very good team that Declan Kidney's been able to pick. A few of the boys are back from Brian O'Driscoll, back from injuries. Luke Fitzgerald is back. So a lot of the old faces are there, and the team that has performed so well over the last number of years for Ireland are playing, and it's a strong Irish team. So, I expect it's going to be a very tight game, but I think, drawing on last year's experience, I think the lads will be quite confident.
If there was disappointment for Ireland in the Six Nations, probably bigger disappointment for the Springboks in the Tri-Nations. They were certainly the poorest side in that competition. They're missing a lot of key players on this tour as well, but they do have a couple of players that have been missing last time around, like Bakis Botha. They've also got Bismarck Duplessis, who are two world-class players in the forwards, and so they will be stronger in that area, but in the back line, that's where I think they're a lot weaker than they were even in the Tri-Nations. I think that's somewhere where Ireland can really exploit the South African defence. The back three, yes, they've got Habana, but they've also got Aplon and Basson, who aren't exactly the best footballing fullbacks, not very physical. I'm sure there'll be a bit of high ball being put on by Johnny Sexton, but in midfield, when they're missing the first three centres and Jean de Villiers may be out as well, then I think there's real weaknesses, and we've seen Brian O'Driscoll and Gordon Darcy carve up the South African midfield, and with Johnny Sexton's pass and run around game, I think Ireland are very, very dangerous there.
Yeah, I was talking to a few lads, and I think they're very confident. If I was a betting man, I'd back Ireland all the way. I think first international in the Aviva for Ireland and South Africa on the plate. I think they're definitely going to do it. A lot of South Africans will have a lot of rugby played, and hence that's why they've got a lot of injuries as well. But I suppose the strength and depth they have in their squad is one of the big things they have in South African rugby. But it's going to be tested to the max this weekend. A lot of key players missing for them, especially Jack Faree. But I think Ireland have a very good chance. It's coming along. It's frustrating because I can do nothing but give it a bit of time to come back. But in the meantime, they're working me in the gym and stuff like that. So hopefully by the end of this month, I should be back playing.
I think it's a crucial point for this team at the moment. I suppose if you look at both teams, they're under a bit of pressure. Ireland are coming off, unfortunately, 5 losses on a row, so it's a big chance for this team to sort of stamp a bit of authority on the November series and leading into the Six Nations, and obviously then on to the big tournament, the World Cup, is where what they're all looking for. So it's a massive time for this team to sort of get back to winning ways that they did that they had during the Grand Slam year, and really start sort of imposing themselves and playing some good rugby.